I want to hear this. I want to hear this. If Trump wins, they're going back. If Trump, if Trump wins, they're going to do atmosphere. We watching Alive About Alive. It's 175 now. Especially people super skillful and younger, less damage and all the above. But I want to see Canelo Mr. Crawford once. That's what I want to see. And I know it's Crawford. He's only won the title at 54 and 60. It's another championship. I know. I get it. I just think that guy's so fucking slick, so good, and he'll rise to that fight. And knowing that he's going to be fighting a guy like Canelo, that's a legend, and this is his chance to be a big stamp on his career. I think the Saudis can do that. I think they can make that happen with the right money. It's fun to watch those. The fucking fight. Yeah, he can fucking do it. Fight was I was telling everybody, if you want to take into account all the greatest fighters that have ever lived, you have to look at BJ Penn during a very specific run. Sean Sherk, Joe Daddy Stevenson, BJ Penn was one of the baddest motherfuckers that ever lived during that time period. It's just you can't sustain. It's just your body, your brain, everything. It's too hard. Fedor in his prime, unstoppable. Fedor that fought Krokop, Fedor that fought Nogueira, unstoppable. Anderson Silva's run was magical. Yep.
I want to get closer. Look at Brennan Shaw. He's all pissed off because he flipped over his truck. That's why Brennan Shaw looks all pissed off right now. That was fucking months ago. Actually, that's not recently. So that was months ago. That's my bad. That was a callback. It's my bad. It's call a callback, people. All right. I need ideas. I need ideas for a sketch.
It's coming, right? If you're taking a fight with a guy like Gamrot, who's like one of the most smothering guys in this division, got his eye too hard with a headbutt, I bet. So many guys like that now. Have that style. It's such an effective style.
Volume needs to be up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Extremely rare doomsday fish found off Southern California coast. Well, it's a myth, right? They are getting too loud. Those people need to calm down. You guys are too loud. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You can hear them, but not really. I'm gonna do it this way. I want to make sure that the microphone doesn't see or hear the fan. Let's see. NFL sends out new terms of service, including mandatory arbitration and class action waiver. For losers that want to keep up with your stupid football. Statue of Late, Civil Rights, Confederate Monument, Security Force changed gunfire with shooters who opened fire twice at the gate of Joining Base San Antonio Lackland. He never knew Matthew Perry, but prosecutors say they obtained ketamine from the same dealer before they died. Like, who the fuck cares? It's just some fucking actor. 6,000 sheep will soon be grazing on 10,000 acres of Texas solar field. Wait, didn't Trump say he was going to get rid of that? Why are they fucking getting more acres ready for solar shit? Supreme Court maintains block on entirety of Biden's administration new title. Is that 9? IX, is that 9? I think that is 9. Yeah, because X is 10, so IX is not. Yeah, it is 10. 9. Let's see what the fuck this is about. Supreme Court maintains block on entirety of Biden's administration new title rule. Washington Supreme Court on Friday declined to let Biden administration enforce portions of a new rule that includes protection from discrimination for transgender students. Oh, is that fucking law, huh? For transgender students who under Title IX, while legal proceedings continue, the High Court left in act 2 separate orders from federal court in Kentucky and Louisiana, which blocked the Department of Education from enforcing the entire of the ruled acres, 10 across 10 acres. What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck I'm reading. It's something gay. That has to do with gay stuff, I guess. I'm not. San Francisco goes after websites that makes AI deep fake nudes of women and girls. Yeah, they definitely need to fucking figure some shit out. I've seen that app advertised on Instagram. My first thought was they're going to get fucked for this. Who thought it was a great idea to have an app that fucking makes everybody nude? I don't know whose great idea was that, right? Why does it keep repeating the timer? I've seen that 3:30 like 4 times already. Anyways, I'm reading. Florida doc not wearing hearing aid could hear colonoscopy patients screaming and complain. Oh, that's fucked up. This motherfucker. See, there comes a point where you should be like, I'm done with my fucking job. That's it. I'm not doing that no more. There has to be a point, and you have to know when to realize that. See, that's what I was fearing. I was fearing my shit freezing again. Anyways, Florida dog not wearing hearing aid could hear. Let me read this again. Florida dog not wearing hearing aid couldn't hear colonoscopy patients screaming complaint. According to the Florida Board of Medicine, Dr. Ishwari Prasad couldn't hear the patient yelling in pain because he wasn't wearing his hearing aids. He's not allowed to perform colonoscopies from now. Well, he shouldn't have been allowed to perform colonoscopies since he fucking lost his hearing. Like, there has to be an age where all these motherfuckers have to stop. Like, dude, you're past the retirement age. Get the fuck out of town. Go fucking enjoy the last 2 years you got left of life. The Florida doctor is facing disciplinary actions Did I ever say that once or twice? I think I said that twice already. A Florida doctor is facing disciplinary actions after state officials say his failure to wear hearing aids during a colonoscopy left the patient screaming in pain, according to a Florida Department of Health Administration complaint review by U.S. Today. Gastroenterologist Dr. Ishwarya Prasad was placed in probation by the state's Board of Medicine after two colonoscopy procedures went wrong under his care. Well, the first one wasn't enough, so might as well let him do a second one, right? In one instance, at the Tampa Ambulatory Surgery Center in June 2023, Prasad improperly delegated tasks to a surgical tech. The complaint reads, the tech did not have a medical license but was structured by Prasad to perform at least one inappropriate task from a list that includes scope insertion, scope manipulation, manipulating an instrument over polyps or tissue, or removing a polyps or tissue. Prasad his hearing is impaired and uses hearing aids in compliance with what the complaint calls the minimum prevailing professional standards of care to allow him to hear and communicate during procedures. However, Prasad was not wearing the hearing aids for at least one, if not both, of inappropriate detail in the complainant, rendering the surgical team unable to effectively communicate with him, according to the complaints. I'm going to take a wild guess and say this motherfucker was like, that bitch looks annoying. I'm just going to fucking get away from this fucking bullshit and take my hearing aid out so I wouldn't have to hear him. I'm taking a wild guess. Whoops. Right? Right after Peter World War One. Who the fuck cares about World War One? We're about to go in World War Three. Why are we reporting fucking news from World War One? Can nobody explain that to me? Like, Jesus Christ. Pedophile hunter jail for racist abuse at demo. I guess. Jailing the wrong people, I guess. Lawyers and family of U.S. airman killed by Florida deputy demands that he face charges. Sucks. Romanian gymnast Ana Barbusu presented Olympic bronze medal, first awarded to American Jordan Chiles. Panda twins are born in Hong Kong to Ying Ying. Ying Ying, the world's oldest first-time mom. 19 years old, according to 57-year-old panda years. Wow, you just screwed. You just fucked that panda's life over. Jury convicts white Florida woman in fatal shooting of her black neighbor during the ongoing dispute. Well, that sounds interesting. Let's see what the fuck this is about. Jury convicts white Florida woman in fatal shooting of her black neighbor during ongoing dispute. A white Florida woman was convicted Friday of manslaughter in fatal shooting of a black neighbor after the jury rejected her claims that she fired through a metal door in self-defense amid an ongoing dispute over children playing outside her home. Well, at least the kids can say, "My mom's a badass. She shot my neighbor." That's how badass my mom is. Yeah. The all-white jury of Ocala, Florida found 60-year-old Susan's Lori guilty. No, the kids won't say that. The kids are probably old now. Nah, never mind. Disregard that. Guilty after 2.5 hours of deliberation. Lorinx faces up to 30 years in prison at sentence. Does she even have 30 years? She had claimed self-defense when she fired a single shot with a 38 caliber handgun through the front door on June 2nd, 2023, killing Jike A.J. Owens. The confrontation was the latest in a dispute between two neighbors over Owens' children playing in a grassy area near both of their houses. Prosecutors said Owens had come to Lorig's home after her children complained that she had allegedly thrown a roller skater and an umbrella at them amid a long running annoyance at their boisterous play outside. Lorig told detectives in a videotape interview that she feared for her life as Owens yelled and pounded on the door. "I thought I was in immediate danger," she said. Lori also said she had been harassed for the most of the 3 years she lived in the neighborhood. The victim's family members broke down in tears after Lawrence left the courtroom with deputies. She showed no reaction or emotion when the verdict was announced. Cold blooded. Sounds like some bad kids around, man. No, that bitch is a bitch. Why? I don't. We don't even know. I don't even know the details. I really don't care enough about those news enough to even go take a look at that. That's how much I care about those news. Not enough. Not enough. I'm trying to make Saturday nights live day, the day for lives, because I didn't have anything this week till today. Well, I was busy. I'm always busy. What the fuck was I looking for? Anyways, we were watching. This is how distracted my brain gets that quick. I was supposed to be looking for something else for what I'm doing right now, but totally failed. Tennessee family lawsuit says video long kept from them showing a not police force, not drugs, killed son. Man denies encouraging murder after Southport stabbing. That's got to be England. A woman who left a newborn in a box on the side of the road won't be charged. Of course, this is a woman. Why would she be charged? Of course. Why? I mean, women are always right. A woman left a newborn in a box on the side of the road and won't be charged. A woman who left her newborn baby in a box on the side of the road, Minnesota Road, 35 years ago won't be charged, authorities said. Sherburne County Attorney Caitlin Heaney closed the case early this month because the statute of limitations to file charges had run out. The Sherburne County Sheriff said on Thursday in news release, passersby found that the baby body on April 23rd, 1989, Santiago Township investigators at the time weren't able to identify the newborn or her parents, leaving the case unsolved. The sheriff also unsolved. However many years later, over 30, 40 years later, case is solved. They know the answer. And, well, we won't charge her. We won't. It's the right thing to do to not charge her. NFL star. I saved this one for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to skip it and save it for tomorrow because this one I do need to talk about because look, I'll skip it, whatever. I won't say anything today because I want to say what I have to say about this for tomorrow. But see, I have mixed feelings about that because I'm gonna believe that people can do whatever the fuck they want with their shit. But I'm gonna go. Well, what the fuck? That's what we do here. This is fucking R2 Cents. Fuck yeah. Missouri woman charged in alleged scheme to steal Graceland and extort Elvis Presley's family. I wonder how that was gonna play. Child rapist ex-cops 10 weeks U.S. jail sentence called epitome of injustice. U.S. undercounts bird flu in cattle as farmers shun testing. Shun. Iowa man allegedly shoots his father in the face after complained about smelly feet. Oh, that's great. All right, we have to find out. Well, we're actually going to read the rest of this shit. Let's see. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Iowa man allegedly shoots his father in face after complaint about smelly feet. Son faces attempted murder charges after stinky feet remarks set off heated argument. Police says. A man shot his father in the face after the victim complained about the son's smelly feet, according to the authorities in Iowa. David Carpenter, 48, faces a charge of attempted murder after investigators arrested him in a case that illustrates how quickly relatively minor interpersonal quarrels can escalate into shooting in the U.S., which, according to some estimates, has more guns in circulation than people. Police in the city of Burlington, about 170 miles from the state capital of Des Moines, said a local hospital treated Carpenter's father for a bullet wound to his face. Late on Sunday night, he told officers who interviewed him at the hospital that his son had shot him after the pair had argued at home over the younger man's stinky feet. Carpenter himself then allegedly confirmed to police that he had been in the family living room when his father, while in the motorized scooter, said to the son's feet smelled badly. The remark prompted the two to bicker heatedly about various familial problems. And Carpenter claimed he heard his father threaten to shoot him, police said in sworn documents reviewed and reported by Iowa News and station KWQC, Iowa. At that point, Carpenter allegedly said he walked to his bedroom, grabbed the gun, and returned to his father. Carpenter described hiding the firearm behind his back, yelling at his father about guns, then aiming the weapon at the older man's face and accidentally pulling the trigger, police said. Accidentally pulling the trigger? You pointed the gun at the fucking man's face. But it's an accident. People. Officers arrived at the Carpenter family's home after the son called police to report the shooting. Police then arrested Carpenter in the front yard while first responders brought his father to the hospital for a facial injury that was not considered life-threatening. KWQC reported. All right. You know what? I got to bring this out because there's parts that I'm probably going to want to cut so I can use them for. What was it? We'll write that down. In addition to attempted murder, officers jailed Carpenter on account of child endangerment with investigators alleging there were two minors under the age of 14 in the home where the shooting occurred. Carpenter was ordered held in custody in lieu of $100,000 in bond. KWQC reported. He had a preliminary count hearing tentatively scheduled for August 21st. The shooting that led to Carpenter's arrest was not the only instance of violence reported to have had an unusual motive that recently made news headline in the U.S. On 7th of August, a man from suburban Philadelphia pleaded guilty to fatally stabbing his neighbor in January after the two men who share a wall in a duplex home argue over the killer's loud snoring. Okay. That was pretty good. That was a great article. Imagine shooting your father in the face just because he told you have stinky ass fucking feet. I mean, I've said it before. People cannot take any type of criticism. Look at that. That's like, I don't even know what to call it. That's exaggerated. Anyways. Biden to designate the site of 1908 race riot and a national monument. Who cares? Monkeypox virus detected in Pakistan's health authorities say. Those. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why everybody's worried about fucking the monkeypox. Last time it was talked about monkeypox, I remember it was caught by gay intersexual course, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not being condescending, am I? Yeah, probably. I don't even know if that's the right word. See, I use words, not even know if that's what they mean. Anyways, so I need more news. Come on. Don't let me down. Chile dispute over Jordan Chill's Olympics floor routine roles in the U.S. claim CASS sent emails to the wrong addresses. Man arrested after strangling teen inside Colorado In-N-Out restaurants in Loveland. What in the fuck, dude? All right, let's read this one. Man arrested after strangling teen inside Colorado In-N-Out restaurants in Loveland, whatever. You know what would be cool if I showed the article? Probably not. Man was taken into custody by officers from the Loveland Police Department after being accused of strangling a teen inside an In-N-Out restaurant in Loveland. I mean, I don't condone any type of violence, but I remember how obnoxious and how annoying I was as a teenager. So, I mean, I understand. According to Loveland PD on August 4th, around 1 a.m., officers were called to the restaurant at 1400 River Drive. For whatever. That's the wrong address, is the right street. When officers arrived to the scene, they encountered a 15-year-old male who told officers that he and two friends were inside the restaurant engaging in horseplay by splashing water on each other, of course, which led to the woman being splashed. So therefore, she turned around and tried to kill your bitch ass for fucking splashing water on people. You know what? And I'm gonna go as far as to even say, I bet you anything it wasn't any type of horseplay. I bet you anything you want to bet that it was some other disrespectful reason. I bet. I mean, I don't know what else to call it, right? Yes. Oh man, did I get out? Oh, what did I do? Man, let me. Okay. I lost my spot, people. Again, I understand. 12-year-old Texas girl dies after parents use smoothies to treat life-threatening injuries. I mean, I'm one that chooses not to go to the doctor and chooses to find alternative remedies, but it's got to come a point where you're like, all right, I can't do anything about this. So let the fucking specialist do it. A 12-year-old girl died Monday after her mother and stepfather failed to seek medical attention for 4 days following life-threatening injuries instead of attempting to nurse her back to health with smoothies, authorities said. Miranda Sibbs, a cheerleader at Jordan's Junior High School in Christine, Texas, found in critical condition when her mother called 911 Monday evening, according to a statement from a Tascosa County Sheriff Office. Christine is a small community about 45 miles of San Antonio. Emergency responders met Sibbs and her mom on the highway after they had left their home and rushed the unconscious child to the hospital, officials said. Sibbs was pronounced dead in the emergency room shortly after her arrival. An investigation led by the sheriff officers revealed that Sibbs had suffered from several severe and life-threatening injuries that previous Thursday. For the following 4 days, Sibbs' mother and stepfather failed to get her medical assistance, even though she was largely unconscious. No other children were in the home. She was not talking. She basically could flutter her eyes and move her hands a little bit over a 4 day period, Sheriff David Sowers said at news conference, and they had her lying on a pallet in the house. Sowers said the Sip's parents attempted to treat her life by giving her smoothies with vitamins as the girl's conditions worsened and she began having trouble breathing. Monday evening, her mother called 911. They were trying to give her smoothies, but someone who's unconscious is not able to swallow. The mother was identified as 36-year-old Denise Balbanera, and the stepfather, 40-year-old Gerald Gonzalez. Both were arrested on Tuesday afternoon and charged with first-degree felony for injury to a child by omission. Investigators believe the couple avoided seeking medical attention to prevent law enforcement from coming to their home. Even after calling 911, Balbanera had chosen to leave their house and meet emergency responders on the road. The cause of injuries remains under investigation. Sowers declined to provide further details, stating only that they were not related to her school, which began on Monday. The final autopsy reports is pending. Sowers expressed Sauer expressed his surprise at the unusual nature of this case. This is not something we typically run across or have, but in this business, it's always that way. Sauer remarked. The next call is going to be something strange and something you've never dealt with before. In this case, here's a good example of that. The Zips would have turned 13 later this month. The sheriff's office did not immediately respond. Further questions for updates. That's pretty crazy. That's fucking sad that some people fucking. I mean, what the fuck were they hiding? Well, I guess they'll find out later on when they do the whole investigation. Anyways. Yeah, I didn't even watch the whatever the fuck I'm watching. Let's see. A woman who fatally shot neighbor through the door found guilty. I read that. So I read that. Oh yeah, okay. I lost my spot again. Stay with me. Sweden confirms a case of Mpox. So that's Pakistan, Sweden. Arrest made in drug investigation. Who gives a fuck? 8-year-old fights off armed robber with a baseball bat. Oh, that's fucking hard. That's something hard to do, as a matter of fact. Anyways. This was one of those great lives. Deuces, people.